Hello everyone and welcome back to what will be our main series in this channel, Road to VGC Worlds 2016. As some of you may know from watching the preview video, I'm going to be featuring a different team every week, trying to get better at VGC, practicing a lot, practicing every day, and with this I hope to qualify for next year's Worlds. Last year, or rather this year, we had, I believe, only one Masters competitor representing Mexico, and he actually got ninth place. His name is Genaro Vallejo. He got ninth place on resistance, so he had a chance to make cut, and he was using a very original team. So maybe I'll feature his team in the future, but for now, today's video, as you can see on the screen, I'll be featuring Scar's Mega Gardevoir team. You can find his reports on Nugget Bridge. I'll have the link in the description below. And I know I'm featuring Mega Gardevoir again, but it's a style I really like, having the versatility of Trick Room, and I really enjoy using the combination of Amoonguss and Gardevoir. And I don't want to go too in depth on explaining the team and every exact TV, what it does and what it doesn't. If you're really very curious, you should go ahead and read the report. It's very informative, and for me, since I consider myself a beginner to intermediate VGC player, it really put a lot of things in perspective and made me think or take into consideration many things that I don't think I would have come up with on my own otherwise. So I'll just quickly go over it. Its main Pokemon is Mega Gardevoir. We have it using Trick Room. It has a mid-tire speed range, so it can outspeed slower things or have an advantage in Trick Room, but it'll underspeed Kangaskhan and Thundurus and things like that in order to be able to attack first. Its other moves are pretty standard. Amoonguss is using Rocky Helmet, which I'm usually a fan of using Citrus Berry on it, but he's using Rocky Helmet, and who am I to question the 6th place at Worlds, right? Nothing too fancy, standard EV spread, more focused on the physical side of things, and no surprise moves: Giga Drain, Spore, Rage Powder, and Protect. Then we have Thundurus, which has a very interesting moveset and EV spread. You can read about the details there, but Protect is a move you don't expect on defensive Thundurus. Like everybody, or at least I do, but I think everybody's assumption right when you see Thundurus with no previous information is that it doesn't carry Protect. So having Protect allows you to make some nice plays in the first few turns, and Swagger acts kind of like Taunt. I mean, none of the Pokemon that try to use setup moves or things like that, or status moves, are physical based, so it's not an 100% taunt, it's a 50% taunt, I guess, but it isn't prevented by Mental Herb, which a lot of Pokemon carry, and it can get you out of clutch situations, especially when combined with Thunder Wave. Next up is Landorus-T, which has an Assault Vest, not the commonly used Choice Scarf, and it has Rock Tomb as an extra move, since White Guard is so popular. And right away, just like Thundurus, the first assumption is Choice Scarf, Rock Slide for flinches, so Rock Tomb can catch people off guard, and Assault Vest gives you some nice added bulk to survive 1 or 2 turns against icy winds or ice beams directed at it, and it allows you to switch moves as well, which can catch a lot of people off guard. Finally, we have Heatran carrying the Shuka Berry, which I guess every Heatran is running right now, but this, with the HP and defensive investment and Hidden Power Ice, can actually act as a counter to Landorus. Not a direct counter, because if it has some like 20%-ish damage already on it, the surviving the earthquake from a 252 adamant Landorus becomes a roll, but if it's clean, you can pretty much hidden power ice safely. And finally we have Tyranitar holding a life orb, which is a Pokemon he switched out for day 2. On day 1 he used Azumarill, but on day 2 he used Tyranitar with a life orb. And he has a very simple EV spread, just all out attacking, and it has a special amount of IVs and speed to make sure it underspeeds its own Heatran. And so let's get to finding the games. Some matches, shall we? Alright guys, we are already in a battle against Aurostorm Lucario. Let's see what we can do here, shall we? He's using Mega Metagross, Hydreigon, Volcarona, Sylveon, Rotom Wash, and Landorus. So he has a good counter in Metagross to my Mega, but I think setting up Trick Room could be important here. Or actually, I take that back. I think Thundurus is very solid here. With Heatran, as Heatran can threaten a lot of his team, resists Hydreigon, and is only really threatened by Rotom. I think I do want to bring Gardevoir, because it deals a lot of damage and Trick Room could be important, and I think Landorus is my last Pokemon, or Amoonguss. I don't think I want Tyranitar here. Yeah, I'm gonna bring Landorus. So we have to be a bit faster in our decisions. There's Rotom, so that's not good. He probably feels threatened by the Thunder Wave, so I don't like my position here, because I don't have a good switch in. I think I expect Protect from Metagross and an attack from Rotom Wash directed to Heatran. So I'm going to Thunderbolt, or do I Swagger him? Do I take that risk? No, I'm gonna play safe. Going to Thunderbolt and Protect. He doesn't protect his Metagross like I expected him to. He has Ice Punch. So I guess, okay, my Protect wasn't too obvious. And he might do the same. He doesn't know my Heatran is probably slower than his Rotom Wash. He probably will want to protect. He might expect me to switch, and this is where protect will be very important. I'm going to protect, or do I risk the Swagger? I don't want to start risking Swagger right now. Yeah, I'm gonna switch to Landorus, and since switching out Heatran is obvious, and I probably can't take a Hydro Pump, I'm gonna Heat Wave. I don't think he will protect Metagross. Yeah, that's probably... I want to get the attack drop on Metagross, but he did show Ice Punch, so that might be a terrible play on my part. I'm not sure. Like, I'm learning as I go here, guys. So any mistakes I make, it's all it will all help me learn and improve as a player. So now he's taking his sweet time, so maybe my moves aren't that obvious. I hope he doesn't time out though. Please don't time out. And he set the timer himself. I'm gonna stop the timer. Can I even stop the timer? I think I'm lagging actually, because it won't let me stop the timer. Why can't I stop the timer? He's probably going to lag out, isn't he? Well, that's too bad. This reaches 20 seconds. I'm gonna start searching for a next battle. Yep. He either left or whatever. Okay, so new battle. Kangaskhan. I've always had a difficult time dealing with Kangaskhan, which is probably not good since it's the most popular mega and the best mega if you see world results. But let's see. Do I want to try to nullify Kangaskhan right away? Or what do I want to try to do? I think Thunderous is actually a very solid choice here against everything he has. And I know Gardevoir survives a max adamant return. I don't think it survives a double edge, but I might... Do I lead Landorus? Or Heatran? Do I lead Landorus Heatran? No, I'm gonna lead Thunderous. This is tough. I'm going to ignore this just in case, to avoid any swearing or anything like that. I'm gonna lead Thunderous Landorus, and his only good counter to Heatran is, to Gardevoir is his own Heatran. So I'm going to bring my Heatran to counter that. Okay, I get the Intimidate on Kangaskhan, which is always nice. He might try to Icy Wind or Will-O-Wisp. Could be a tricky pair. Gengar could be Mega and Kangaskhan could be support. So I'm not entirely sure. Do I want to protect Thunderous? I think so. And what do I want to do? Do I Rock Tomb? Do I Rock Tomb to break his Sash? Or do I knock off? Kangaskhan is not very threatening right now, and I hope he fakes out Thunderous. So an Icy Wind would not be terrible. I'm gonna knock off Gengar. Yeah, Kangaskhan's a Mega. There's the fake out. See, everybody just assumes that Icy Wind does do over 50%. I do knock off. He has the obvious Focus Sash. So now what does he do? Does he go for a fighting move on Landorus? I don't think he does. Do I paralyze Kangaskhan? I think that's a good idea. I think I can probably paralyze and switch out to Heatran. That seems like a good play. Icy Wind. Thunderous is bulky. He probably will try to finish off. Okay, he's fully paralyzed. That's unfortunate for my opponent, but not entirely unexpected. It is a 25% chance. Now, what do I do in this position? Kangaskhan will probably want to switch out. Gengar, though, I think I might want to paralyze Gengar too. And then I'm gonna protect Heatran, or is that too passive? I mean, Kangaskhan won't KO with a low kick thanks to Intimidate. Yeah, I'm gonna go for damage. Possibly KO Gengar as well. Gengar is paralyzed, that's very unfortunate. I'm sorry, opponent. I do miss. He goes for a power-up punch. That's not good. That is really not good. So now he can Sucker Punch, despite him being slower. So yeah, this is a very haxy first game. I'm not entirely sure what's my move here. I think... yeah, Okay, I'm gonna Thunderbolt Kang and protect Heatran. I'm guessing he's going to Sucker Punch Heatran. He brings in his own Heatran, and no, he just okay. He got a bit greedy there. I'm going to Thunderbolt Kang once again, and I'm going to bring Landorus back in. That way he'll be at neutral. I will hopefully survive with the bulk on my Citrus Fairy if he targets Thunderous with a return. Heatran protects, that's great. Kangaskhan doesn't Sucker Punch, so that guy is down, and he forfeits. Okay, so we got very, very favored with paralyzes, but I don't think we made any terrible decisions. I mean, I wasn't counting on the paralyzes, and I did miss Heat Wave, which is a lower chance than one fully paralyzed, but okay. Next, on to the next battle. Mega Pinsir. Good luck, have fun to you too. VVILLII. I'm guessing that's some Roman numerals. Okay, so Mega Pinsir. That's a Mega Pokemon I've never seen before. Used in VGC at least. Trick Room is a possibility for him with Kofagrigus. I'm actually very scared of Kofagrigus. Not very scared, but a bit scared. Can disable, it can Trick Room. Okay. This is a bit rough. I think this team has issues with Milotic, but okay. I think Thunderous Gardevoir is my lead of choice. Or is it? Yeah, I think Thunderous Gardevoir. I am pretty badly walled by Magnezone though. Magnezone is an issue. I think I'm going to Gardevoir, Amoonguss, and Tyranitar. Tyranitar does pretty well against everything except Conkeldurr, and for Conkeldurr I have Gardevoir and Amoonguss. Intimidate doesn't really help me against Conkeldurr because it still deals a lot of damage, and wow. There's Magnezone. I copy Analytic. I honestly don't know what Analytic does. He's going to be afraid of the Thunder Wave, so I'm going to Swagger Magnezone. I think I'm going to Trick Room right away, but not Mega Evolve. I think I'll be okay under Trick Room. Wow, he feints my Gardevoir with Mega Pinsir. Magnezone is confused and hits itself in confusion. Now Pinsir can carry Quick Attack, which will probably deal a lot of damage, but will deal enough to KO me. I think the safer move here. This Pinsir is really threatened. I think Magnezone is a bigger issue, but I'm gonna Thunderbolt Pinsir and switch Tyranitar. Because Tyranitar deals with both of those pretty well. Pinsir protects. Magnezone, well, uses Flash Cannon. That's not good. But at this point I can do the exact same move and I can low kick Magnezone for the KO. I don't know how speed invested that Magnezone is. He might be faster. No, he's not. So that's 4-3 to us. Conkeldurr gets damaged and gets paralyzed. Conkeldurr is naturally slow, so he probably was slower than everything. But the unfortunate thing here is I cannot put it to sleep with Amoonguss now. Okay, do I want Tyranitar? I'm going to protect Thunderous. I'm going to let Tyranitar go down because at least I can redirect hits with Amoonguss next turn. I could switch to Amoonguss, get some more Rocky Helmet damage. Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. Protect, Ice Punch, that's great. Icy Wind, wow. Wow, so my Among Us might actually be slower than Conkeldurr now. I don't want to sack Thundurus. I'm going to sack Tyranitar. And I'm going to put my Lodic to sleep. Yeah. Okay, my Lodic protects. Conkeldurr is paralyzed. That's unfortunate. More para hacks. Okay, so now speed tires are weird. My Lodic has Icy Winds, Protect, I'm guessing Skulls, and I'm guessing Recover, so Among Us is not very threatened, and I think I'm going to low kick Conkeldurr, or do I go for Paraflinch? Or do I Protect and Spore my Lodic? That's my play. Protect and Spore. Yep. He sees Tyranitar as the bigger threats. Among Us is faster now than Conkeldurr, which is pretty funny. Sandstorm subsides. My Lodic is asleep. So I'm going to low kick Conkeldurr and Giga Drain my Lodic. At this point, I think I'm pretty safe. Conkeldurr is not really a threat. Getting more health on my Among Us is more important. I think... Do I Hyper Voice now? I don't think a Hyper Voice will KO my Lodic. Conkeldurr has Cuts. Does it have White Guard though? It's shown Mag Punch and Ice Punch. Presumably Drain Punch and Knockoff. Gonna Hyper Voice. And Giga Drain the Milotic. Milotic tries to protect, doesn't wake up, Conkeldurr goes down. I Giga Drain. Okay, now how do I guarantee my win here? Assuming my Lodic wakes up. If I Rage Powder and Mega Pinsir protects, Gardevoir Hyper Voices and my Lodic goes down. And then Thundurus comes in and whoever gets to attack Mega Pinsir presumably knocks it out. I don't see an issue with that. If Mega Pinsir attacks, I'm going to Rage Powder every time with Among Us, so I think I have this game in the back. Yeah, Feint, not an issue. Hyper Voice because I outspeed my Lodic, and now Thundurus comes in, and I double attack for the win. No problem. Thundurus probably walls Mega Pinsir pretty badly as well. Like, it's only shown Feint, Protect, and Return, but I don't think it learns any rock moves. So yeah, good game, sir. Our rating is now considerably higher than in our previous video. This was an interesting match against an interesting team, and he's actually pretty high rated, so he's doing okay as well. That's 2 battles, 2.5 I guess, for today. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow for our next 2 battles using the 6th place at Worlds team. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.